Joan Laporta is already preparing the future sportive project in order to refloat the team, and definitely it's not gonna be an easy puzzle to assemble. Welcome back to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today we are gonna be talking about the future sportive project that Joan Laporta is preparing for Football Club Barcelona, because definitely Joan Laporta has a few cards under his sleeve, but to be fair, the arrival of certain players won't be easy. So there are many rumors going on right now about certain players that could be arriving to Football Club Barcelona under Joan Laporta. Players such as Agüero, Haaland, Alaba, Garcia, Depay, and a few others. But there are many dilemmas in play in order to bring these players to the club. I mean, first, we need to make space for these arrivals, right? And second, we need a big wage reduction next year. This definitely makes it very difficult in order to renew the team and make the sportive project more attractive. So Joan Laporta has to find imaginative ways in order to make these changes happen. And definitely with the situation that the market is in right now, we're gonna have to be very creative. So I see a lot of people talking about how we can sell half of the team and everything is gonna be super easy. We just dump the players and then we get all these new players. But the reality, it's not like that. The reality is definitely very apart from that. I mean, at first we need to find clubs that are willing to pay high transfer market fees and also that can be responsible of the players' wages, because let's remind ourselves that Bartomeu was giving crazy contracts to a few players, especially since the departure of Neymar. That's when Bartomeu got afraid and started offering crazy contracts. But that's what we are dealing on right now. I mean, for example, a player like Umtiti is earning around 10 million euros. His level on the field, zero. I mean, we have other players, for example, Griezmann, Coutinho, Dembélé. Only those players that I mentioned, those last three, costed 400 million euros in transfer market fees alone. If you add up the salaries that we have to pay throughout the whole valid contract that we offer them, the number adds up to 1,000 million euros on Griezmann, Coutinho, and Dembélé. Are these three players being really determinant to earn and for us to spend 1,000 million euros? The fact is that it's a disaster right now. It's a disaster. So finding buyers for these players is gonna be nearly impossible. So we have to be very creative. Maybe a swap, maybe a loan here or there, because if we loan the player, we won't get the transfer fee, but we save the wages. The yearly wages are around 10, 15, 20 million. For example, Griezmann is 20 million. I mean, do you want to save 20 million euros? Just imagine if we didn't have Griezmann, but we had Haaland. That would be the difference. I mean, the difference would be that Haaland is scoring 30, 40 goals per season. Griezmann is scoring 5, 6, 10, you know? And all my respects to Griezmann, but the thing is that he doesn't fit in the club. Coutinho, look, Coutinho has been injured for I don't know how long. Do you miss Coutinho? Do you miss Coutinho? That's the reality. Nobody misses Coutinho. And the fact is that he is the most expensive player in the history of the club. The most expensive player. The guy is injured for a few months and nobody misses him. The point is that it's not going to be easy to sell those players because big transfer fees and crazy wages. Therefore, let's be creative. I think being creative just a little bit, maybe loaning one or two and maybe selling another one. It doesn't need to be Dembélé, Griezmann or Coutinho that we sell. Maybe we can sell other players like Junior Firpo, like Samuel Umtiti, maybe Clement Lenglet. We have other players that we could sell. And definitely, I'd like to sell them at a good price. Otherwise, I'm not going to be selling them at an extreme loss. And I don't think Joan Laporta is going to be doing the same. Also, let's take one thing into account, that if you bring a few players from La Masia, I mean, we have so many players from La Masia. You have Mingueza, Araujo, you have Alejandro Valdé, you have Collado, you have Conrad, you have Ilaix Moriba, you have Riqui Puig, you have Ansu Fati. I mean, those players, they could easily be the majority of the team next season. And you're gonna have a very average team that can really compete. I mean, what Barcelona needs is certainly a big signing. And not a signing that's like Griezmann, Coutinho, midfielders, number 10s. When you have Messi, you have other players that can fit that position very well. Let's sign determinant players, really determinant players. I mean, Haaland, I think it's what Barcelona needs right now. Barcelona needs a very determinant, game changer center forward. Look, since Luis Suarez left, we basically haven't filled that position. And for example, games like the game against PSG, we would have definitely won the game if we had Haaland. Haaland would have scored 3 goals. We had a million chances. Haaland would have easily scored 2 or 3 goals that day, because the chances, we can create them. We have a good team in order to create the chances, but we don't have definition. We don't have definition, and we also lack in defense. Eric Garcia, I like the arrival of Eric Garcia. I think Eric Garcia can give a lot, and he certainly has a lot to improve. So I'm literally on Eric Garcia right now. At the end of the day, he's gonna cost us 0. He earns very little, and that's exactly what we need. We need to get rid of Umtiti. But as I said, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Maybe a loan would be a smart thing. And in the forward positions, maybe loaning Coutinho or Griezmann. If we don't find any buyer for a considerable amount, then we should loan them. We should definitely loan them, and then we can save some money to make the big signing, to make the Haaland signing. Believe me, there are still ways, and Joan Laporta, in fact, in his campaign, presented a way, which are the Laporta bonds. These bonds are like microloans that the club will get. I mean, they will get a bunch of liquidity in order to make the signing, and also we can renegotiate the debt that we have and postpone it for the next years and so on. Obviously, that's gonna put the club in a compromise. That's gonna put the club in a risky position. But if we do the things well and we do the right signings, then the wins will come, the titles will come, and the money comes with the titles. Therefore, we will get through the situation. Believe me, I think that Laporta has the way to do it. And we don't need to sign players that can come here and play okay for 1 or 2 years. We need to find a determinant player, a very determinant player. Right now, if you let me choose between Agüero and Haaland, definitely I'm going all in with Haaland. I put the risk, I risk it, because Haaland is assuring you the goals. Agüero is good, has quality, yes, experience, yes, but you kicked Luis Suarez last year, and Luis Suarez and Agüero are earning pretty much a similar amount. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that you get rid of Luis Suarez and now you bring in Agüero. It doesn't make any sense. We need Haaland, Haaland. And in terms of other players that we could be selling to make space for maybe another arrival, I think that if we don't get rid of Braithwaite, Umtiti, Lenglet, Mateus Fernandez, Junior Firpo, it's okay. We can keep them. We can keep them. Maybe loan one of them, the highest earner, maybe we can loan. And Barcelona would survive with the arrival of Haaland and Eric Garcia next season. We can compete for all of the titles and seriously compete with those arrivals. I'm certain. I mean, you add La Masia players, you get a few existing players from the team, most of them, and then you add basically Haaland and Eric Garcia. We have a crazy team. We have a crazy team. Can you imagine on top Haaland, Messi and Sufati? Can you imagine this combination? Pedri, De Jong, Busquets, and the subs are, I mean, I'm not going to even mention the subs because we have a crazy team. Even this season we had a crazy team. The problem is that it wasn't properly aligned with the needs of the club. We had really good players, but the problem is that we need determinant players. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already been too long. In conclusion, Barca needs to get rid of a few heavyweight players, maybe loan them or sell them, we will see, and fill up the gaps with La Masia players in order to make a big signing. A big signing will arrive to Football Club Barcelona this summer. I think it will, because Laporta is that kind of president. Is that kind of president that risks the situation, and then from the risk we get the rewards. So guys, I'm looking forward to what you guys have to say about all of this. What would you do with the team? Please be realistic. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like, guys. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any video that I release very soon. And of course, click the bell notifications. And now, and as I always say, visca el Barça, visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.